Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Good Thursday, everybody. It is September 22nd, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today here on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by our entertainment correspondent, Adam Jewell. He'll be looking at 4 new shows in the fall season that you should take a look at. In the meantime, let's take a look at happenings. Well, the Finney County Sheriff's Office is investigating the theft of a 2015 John Deere Model 333E compact loader or skid steer, similar to the one pictured. Now, the theft is believed to have occurred between Wednesday, September 14th, and Friday, September 16th, from a dealer's lot. If you have information on this theft or the location of this loader, please contact Investigator Rogers at the Finney County Sheriff's Office. And Numana, a nonprofit public charity formed in August of 2008 as an international hunger relief organization, is holding an auction on Saturday at 10 a.m. in the 4-H building at the fairgrounds in Dodge City to raise money for the annual Numana packing event in November. Donations for the auction are accepted tomorrow from 4 to 7 p.m. and from 8 a.m. up until the auction at 10 a.m. Now, items including furniture, appliances, instruments, and kitchen and household goods are encouraged, but clothing will not be accepted. Now, last year, around 100 people attended the auction, and the event raised $1,700. The first $15,000 that they collect will go to buy 50,000 meals that will stay in Dodge City and Southwest Kansas. And the 54th annual Grant County Home Products Dinner was held Tuesday night at the Civic Center in Ulysses. Now, it takes 700 volunteers to help with the dinner, and the event board works nearly year-round to prepare for the event. They've already started next year's. The dinner is hosted every third Tuesday of September by the Grant County Chamber of Commerce. The dinner started back in 1941 after legislator Willis Christian boasted he could produce everything he needed to live on his ranch. He invited 12 of his fellow legislators and the lieutenant governor to dinner to prove his point. Now, the dinner is made up entirely of locally produced food. The menu consisted of barbecue beef, sweet corn, scalloped potatoes, pinto beans, candied squash, cherry tomatoes, which were really good, watermelon and ice cream, and of course Milo donuts, which are always a fan favorite, were also on the menu. The donuts were really good. They kind of have a somewhat nutty flavor to them, and yes, they are really, really good. Students helping serve this dinner will be awarded scholarships so they can further their education, and last year's dinner produced $5,000 for the program. That brings the total to more than $100,000 donated in the last 15 years. And the Kansas Department of Transportation will host public transit workshops in Dodge City, Hayes, Salina, and Topeka on September 27th, 28th, and 29th. Now, the workshops are intended to educate existing providers and any agencies interested in applying for funding about what programs the KDOT Office of Public Transportation offers. Now, this is an opportunity for existing transit providers to receive updates on the application process and to continue to discuss on how they can continue to improve the statewide transit network. It also provides an opportunity for agencies or local governments that could benefit from transit programs and to learn how to get a service started and understand which program fits them. All right, now you need to enter. We're going to give away next week. We're going to give one today, too. Our 30-ounce Yeti Rambler tumbler, all right? All you got to do is send us an email, cup@kdgltv.com, or a postcard, TV23, KDGL, P.O. Box 447, Sublette, America 67877. Make sure you put your name and address on the entry so we know where to send it. Because you know what? This week we are sending it to Doris Fitzgerald of Dodge City. She put in her entry that she wanted to win a cup because she's going to give it to her husband for his birthday. We'll be sending one of these right here just like this to you, Doris, and you make sure you give it to your husband. All right, well, summer doesn't want to leave, even though it is the first day of fall, but I'll be back with the forecast right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Well, looking off to the west, you know, today is the autumnal equinox. That means fall rolled in here about 9:20 this morning. What that means is the sun is directly over the equator, and there's going to be basically the same amount of daylight and night, 12 hours, but it's about 7 minutes difference. Anyway, let's take a look at our readings here at the station. 87 degrees already, 38% the relative humidity. Winds are out of the south-southwest at 21 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is hanging in there at steady. All right, looking at the temperatures around the area now, we already got some 90s out here. Hayes and Dodge City already in the 90s. Everybody else already in the 80s, marching to the 90s. So even though it is the first day of fall, summer doesn't want to leave. All right, looking at the current dew points, not a lot of humidity out there today. Everybody in the 50s and 60s. Now the winds are kind of whipping around out of the south-southwest, except you get out here to Lamar, they're variable. But everybody in the teens into the 20s already. Look at that, 25 in Liberal, 22 in Dodge, 24 in Pratt. Looking at the highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, we did get to 95 yesterday, pretty close to the record of 99 back in 05. Overnight low, 70, 28 back in 1983. No new precipitation in the bucket. All right, here's what we've got coming for us today for the first day of autumn. 94 for the high. Winds are going to be out of the south-southwest at 17, gusting to 29, maybe up into the 30s. Then tonight, mostly clear, 64 for the low. Winds are still going to be out of the south at 15, could be gusting up into the mid-20s overnight. And then tomorrow, get a little more sunshine and stuff hanging around. It's going to be a nice night for Friday football. 92 for the high. Winds are still going to be a little breezy out of the south at 16 to 25 miles an hour. Now, this 40% chance of precipitation is going to come in after pretty much the football games are over, carrying into Saturday morning. Overnight low of 63. Winds will be out of the south at 20. Looking at the 7-day, you can see that we do have that chance of precipitation tomorrow night into Saturday, but those showers should be out There may be another batch roll in Saturday late afternoon, so if you're in Liberal, you ought to have a fine time at the United Way Chili and Soup Cook-Off as well as the Duck Fest. Oh, there is a cold front that's going to slide in here late Saturday. That's what's going to cause us to get fall-like temperatures going into next week. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Adam after this.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm people are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
And welcome back. We are now joined by our entertainment correspondent, Mr. Adam Jewell, via Skype from Chicago, Illinois, or should I say Illinois? No, it's Illinois. Never mind. How are you today?
I'm okay.
All right, good to see you.
Luxurious broom closet.
It's a nice closet. I know you're at your day job working at shameless plug Joseph A. Bank, selling suits or trying to. Anyway, shameless plug.
I've got to make the money somehow because being an entertainment correspondent for this show does not pay very much, even though what others might think out there.
Yeah, TV is not a glory. Yeah, no. Anyway, all right. You're going to talk to us about 4 of the must-see shows that are starting out this fall with the new TV season upon us. Correct?
Correct.
All right. The first one we're going to talk about, and I was gone and did not get to see this. I don't know if it's previewed or made its opening show or not, but it's called The Good Place with Ted Danson and Kristen Bell on NBC, and all the trailers of this show look really, really funny.
Okay. Well, you just pretty much told everyone that's my job. Why do you even have me on the show?
In a broom closet.
Exactly. Anyway, with The Good Place, if you haven't noticed, with the Emmys, a lot of the shows that won awards on last Sunday were not your standard hits from the network. Weren't a lot of network hits. Let's think about it. What won? Game of Thrones.
HBO.
Transparent.
That's on Amazon?
Yes.
Okay.
Veep.
HBO.
The People versus O.J. Simpson.
All right, I don't remember which, because there were several of those, and I don't remember which one.
That was limited. That was limited series. But what I'm saying is the people that won aren't part of your normal standard network television series like NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, shows on networks like that, because the model has changed. But with a show like The Good Place that stars Kristen Bell and everyone's favorite TV actor, Ted Danson from Cheers, who played Sam Mayday Malone, this is a little bit of a different show as well, as it doesn't fit too much of the standard network tropes. It's created by Michael Schur, who was a producer on The Office, co-creator of Parks and Rec, and also the creator of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And so he's going back to NBC, and it's a story about Kristen Bell's character who goes to heaven, also known as the Good Place, and through this complex mathematical algorithm, everything you do, from what sandwich you eat to how much you help people, is scored. And once you have a certain value, when you die, they take that and you either go to the good place or the bad place. And to get into the good place, you're basically the top 1% of people go to the good place. And she's there by a clerical error. She has the same name as someone who's supposed to be there, and she's not really the best of people. So it's her trying to navigate her way, trying to become a better person through death.
Okay,
all right. That makes sense.
All right, so has this premiered yet?
They did a special preview. They did a special preview where they previewed the first 2 episodes. You can catch those on Hulu or NBC.com. It'll air on a regular basis on Thursday. So the 3rd episode is going to air Thursday night.
All right, so it'll be on tonight. Okay. All right, the next one is, and talking about the the abstract networks, this is on Netflix, and it's called Easy.
Easy, correct. It's by Joe Swanberg, one of the big mumblecore type filmmakers. And what it is, it's on Netflix. I think it's only a small handful of episodes. It premieres, it's either this Friday or next Friday. It's about just a group of vastly different people in Chicago as they navigate love, sex, technology, things like that. There's not really a consistent through line with these characters that really connects these characters. So
okay, so we're just going to follow individual characters as they go their different ways.
That's the way it seems. There hasn't been a lot of build up to this show. There has, like the way that Netflix usually promotes, like House of Cards, Narcos, Orange is the New Black, things like that. So it's going to be something. It's something interesting to check out.
Okay. All right. So you're either going to like it or you're not. All right.
Yeah, it's not going to be a lot of episodes.
Okay. The next one is called Insecure. Now this is on HBO, right?
It's going to premiere the second week of October. It stars Issa Rae, and it's based off of a web series that she created called The Diary of a Insecure Black Woman, or Diary of an Awkward Black Girl.
I think it's Insecure Black Woman when I was looking this up. Yeah. It looks interesting.
So it's based on her web series, and a web series is just a bunch of small episodes that are usually no more than 5 minutes long. They can have a through line, or they can all be different. But she's taking that premise and bringing it to HBO. And if you've seen the web series, it's a really funny web series, just how it is to be this type of person.
Okay.
Like, it's also saying that, hey, it's breaking the mold off of a black stereotype and breaking the mold of a female stereotype as well.
Oh, so we get 2 for 1 in this deal.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and the fourth one is High Maintenance. This one scares me, but this is also on HBO.
It's also an HBO show, and once again, it was a web series first. It was a web series created by Ben Sinclair, and he's the actor. And what it is, it's the web series was a series about just various people in New York. And they all had one connection. And that connection is their weed dealer. And he is the only consistent thing in each episode. Each episode is completely different in his interactions with his customers. So they're taking that idea and they turned it into a full 30-minute per episode sitcom.
All right.
The first episode is out. I believe it's either every Tuesday or Wednesday. And so they're taking that formula. So if you watch the first episode on HBO, you can see that, where it's not really about him. Like, he pops in every now and again, but it's about, they kind of expand the life of his customers. And it's done really well. And if you want to, you can catch up on the web series, because they have all the web series episodes posted on HBO Go and HBO Now.
All right, so there's going to be a unique storyline every week to that. All right, let's review. The first one we were talking about, NBC, The Good Place with Kristen Bell, Ted Danson. Yes. The next one is on Netflix, and it's simply called Easy.
Easy,
yes. All right, and then Insecure. This is based on the web series of the insecurities of the single black woman or something like that, right? That's an HBO vehicle. And High Maintenance is about everybody's favorite pot dealer, but it expands. That's the only tie between any of them on HBO.
Correct. You're going to be following the customers more than you are the dealer.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Because the dealer, his character's name is The Guy.
The Guy. All right. Simple deal. Adam, thanks. Have a good day. Go sell something now, all right?
Okay.
All right. I'll be back with more after this.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Seward County Lady Saints swept past visiting Dodge City 3-0 last night in the Jayhawk West volleyball action as they improved to 5-1 in the Jayhawk West Conference. That's not bad. Hey, Dodge City Sports Commission is proud to announce that Memorial Stadium in Dodge City has been selected as the host site for the inaugural Wild West Bowl. That's an event created to crown the Kansas six-man football state champion. Both the championship and consolation games will be played in Dodge City on Saturday, November 5th. And the Royals' reign in the American League Central came to a sudden end last night. The Royals suffered a 4-3 loss to the Indians, the team that is likely to the Indians are going to win the title. And don't forget, tomorrow's show, Dr. Jack previews the upcoming game between the South Gray Rebels and the Minneota Wildcats. That game is tomorrow night in Mineola, so tune in and catch that show. Let's take a last look at our weather. All right, it's warmed up 1 degree. It's 88 degrees out now. Relative humidity 39%. Wind, though, has picked up. It is now southwest at 24. Barometric pressure hanging in there at steady. All right, there is a chance of rain late tomorrow night into early Saturday morning, but you should have a good time out at the Duck Fest and the Chili Cook-Off.
Latest information
See ya.
from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV 23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV 23.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making Home Affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Something I feel when I'm right here.